Hello. We're doing more Final Fantasy 16 tonight. Last time I fought a gay dragon in space, and then the sky got all dark, so now we're dealing with that.
Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Not distant
as if by
bickering.
magic.
Well, the streets are covered in blood, so I suppose
Yet to reach a consensus
things are
on how
happening.
to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a
Pretty.
fair point, Sid.
We got
And you won't
swords.
have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Why? It's a shame that, and I think I complained about this before in similar terms, it's a shame that this has to ping pong between, like, the most epic kaiju battles you've ever seen, and then, like, side quests that are thrust into the main path of the game. And I guess that kind of makes sense in the sense of, like, some of the shit, like, the boss fights are going to take up a lot of development resources, and then I guess they want to pad the game time, so then they do the shit, but why pad the game time? Put it in side quests. If people want to do it, then they can do it there.
We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
If only government worked that way.
Victor. What's he doing here?
I don't remember who this man is. Good thing there's a feature for that. Okay. He just does stuff in Dalmacia, sure. Have we met this man?
Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies.
This feels like the kind of thing that would very much bother other people, and I would be like, I just stay inside and play video games, though.
For all our sakes.
I guess real world equivalent, if I was, like, living in New York when it got real orange. I think that was New York, right? I've kind of lost track of my fucking natural disasters and whatnot over the last year.
So,
Might have been
see my
LA.
predicament? What I
New York had
saw
the
was a
flooding.
room full of people who were angry and afraid, and with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight. My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Me going in with swords.
If it were
That's
my
what Sid would
namesake,
suggest.
He'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own, before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves.
Duh.
Each other.
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have
Again,
a plan of
if
action.
only government worked that way.
Victor, pay Conrad a visit.
It'd be
See if
so
you
good
can't
and cool if we
convince him
could
of
just,
his
like,
folly. I'll
do
speak
good
with Natalie.
things
As you
instead
wish.
of spending fucking millions fighting each other.
Your faith is
Even
not
just,
well
like,
known
campaigning.
this
Like, I
town.
know
That may prove
to have, like,
useful.
fucking
Don't worry,
elections
Victor and I will do
and not
most
just
of
have,
the
like, a
talking.
dictatorship. We need,
You
like,
need only
choices
play
and they
along.
need to make their case. But, like,
Play along.
God, every time I see the budget for, like,
What he means to
campaigning
say
stuff,
is
I'm like,
yes.
wow. What if we could, like, put that towards literally anything else? But I kind of feel that way about all advertising, not just political. Like, I don't know. I'm sure that fucking, like, dude bros in marketing would tell me otherwise, but I feel like ads don't work
Your own city.
nearly as much as people think they do. And I've kind of always felt that way ever since I had, like,
Lady of the Spear herself.
enough consciousness to question things
May I introduce you
in
to
my teenage
Jay,
years.
Commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I
Why are we
summoned the
hesitating
commander here
on the
from
word pleasure?
Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him
She's just
no,
not keen on
that
mercenaries.
there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2
Wait, are you a
swords
Red
assigned-
Wing now? What are we RPing as bandits or not bandits, mercenaries? I don't know what she's on about.
Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad?
What is going on? Did she just call him an F-slur?
Town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt.
Apparently neither am
There's a
I.
reason why
I guess
had you do
the
talking
boys'
and not
comment
Sid.
was just to rile him up
Well
so they
played, my
can
lady.
girl boss and manipulate him. And I guess it worked. I like how it gets lighter for cutscenes and then it darkens again and they're just like, oh yeah, no, it's real emo right now.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
Why I would
It
have...
may still be possible to buy some. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants. Lord Underhill. At your service.
Where have I heard that as a fake
Underhill.
name before?
I was just
Lord of the
telling
Rings?
good lady of our
Maybe?
conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it.
And you couldn't have arrived at that conclusion on your own without being prodded?
This charade.
Well, at least you're smart enough to realize that. And obviously, we did need to go through the charade because you were being trouble.
Was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Mummy!
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
Bandits are close to get all the city.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak.
God, if only we had a giant flaming monster.
Not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I wish I could use Ifrit just in the open world outside of boss battles. I mean, it would
I have a favor to ask.
probably trivialize a lot of stuff,
I'm told
but
the bandits march in two groups.
it'd be fun.
One from the south and one from the desert. In a move
That'd be a good, like,
intended to stretch our
post-game
already
unlock.
gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
it's also a lot to do about
It will be
nothing.
for us to see that their
We don't
hands
need
are kept occupied.
3
I do mean
multi-step
us.
quests to be
I
like,
thought you might say.
and the people of the world unite
we can.
despite
And
the
we will do
fucking
the same.
darkened skies and looming terror. I don't know. Have Clive give a speech to the hideaway or whatever, and we could achieve that same effect in like 5 minutes, and not have to do all this. Alright, I did mess with skills. I have some Bahamut skills on now, so let's see how I get along with those in regular combat now. I didn't actually want to charge Mega Flare. Whatever, I'll just let it go after one. Wanted to fire my laser. Not at that guy though. Okay, there. I was like, fuck, is that doing damage? Can I not? My turn radius is not very good on that, is it?
They mean to overwhelm us.
Gotta fucking do better than this. I'm not even sending like big boys. Ah, how do I cancel? There we go. Wow, pocket sand, rude. Sultan from my favorite Disney movie, Aladdin. It's not. I don't know why I said that. Why are you here fighting me, Sultan? Get up, Clive. What the fuck? Oh, maybe once that like eats through their stagger bar, then it can do a ton of damage.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
This is so pedantic. I don't care that they are becoming friends through shared adversity.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid...
Well, no, in fact, it's 1 out of 3 things that matter, apparently.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I think I arrived at the place where I was just skipping dialogue last time. I'm gonna fucking do more of that now. I don't care enough to even, like, let them talk this all out. If this is a side quest that they're gonna make me do, I'm still gonna treat it like a side quest. Let's fucking go do 2 more of these and hopefully we can do them faster.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Martha,
And you, Clap.
Otto said he'd been attacked by a cat.
Those skies are what happened.
And the Akashic are, right, the things that happen when they get too much magic juice.
After they fell dark, there were hundreds of them. Tried to... The rest are still down there now.
What do you think?
That we join them.
I thought you'd know. Where I need you is the Fallen Gate. Let the men know you come to help.
We're on our way.
If this could just be like a fight and done, that'd at least be better. I would still rather just be doing
Martha says.
real shit. And I've complained about the stiffness of like Clive and Jill and stuff. That's true for a lot of the NPCs too, but like what do you expect?
You don't think they've...
I don't know how you get to this after Final Fantasy 15. like, obviously we're going for different tones, but just, like, that whole game was about, like, good banter between the boys. And even if we're going for, like, a more serious tone here, we couldn't have had, like, some of that infused in here. I don't know. Different teams, I suppose, but still.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
It's just, like, big differences in quality in some ways that I feel like I'm normally not that conscious of in games. Or maybe some games just do a better job of avoiding that much difference, but to me it's very present here. No, I can't uppercut in midair. I suppose that makes sense, since it is like a riser. He's so unga boonga.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
I would
you've come
assume
to rob this place.
villagers, maybe.
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by...
How do you know, my...
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't...
Wade's men? Where is your command?
Sir Wade left earlier
Oh,
with the scouting party
yeah,
to
I
find
guess
out where
this
the
maybe looks
Akashic
kind
were
of
coming
familiar.
from.
Did he?
From when we met these dudes earlier.
Take your wounded. Martha will see.
What do we think the purpose of those, like, stitches is? Where, like, I guess it's probably meant to be in place of a seam, because that was harder to do back in the day. I don't know enough about fucking old-timey clothing.
You took them for thieves.
When did Wade?
Not long after Rosalith fell. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift. And they've got...
Damn it up.
We'll worry about
Couldn't
that,
have been
Martha.
easy enough with one fight.
You look after everyone here.
I will.
Gotta go clean up some more piddly monsters. I know I wanted combat, but I will still whinge about it.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
It will be interesting, speaking of, like, differences in quality between Final Fantasy games, to jump around with all of the Final Fantasy stuff I plan to do in, like, the next month. Like, finishing up this, and then doing Crisis Core,
Squire, I need you
which,
to get those who can still walk
you know,
up
is
the
an
lift
old
to Marcus.
PSP game, so that'll probably have
What
some ups
about-
and downs. And then jumping
didn't
into
ask, Oscar.
Rebirth, which will
Sir.
probably be very, very good.
Wade.
Because 7 Remake was pretty solid across the
Lord
board.
Rosfield.
If Martha seemed to think, and by the look,
We thought we... But we didn't know that...
Behind you!
Damn it. We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
we can certainly try. Are you with us,
Really,
Wade?
Clive, have more confidence.
Always.
You've beaten so many big monsters.
Then let's do our duty.
We know this guy, right? This was like one of the guys. Well, I guess he's the guy. I was thinking he was one of the two from the very beginning. I should have shot my little bloober beams first. You'd think I'd maybe be better at aiming that. Oh yeah, and I know this turtle thing we fought one of these, or I did at least, doing like side quests. Wow. All right. Get extra gas, Clive. All right, I gotta actually just use the high potion. I'm remiss to spend my potions. Oh, well, I don't entirely have to. I could go flaming homosexual gay pride month mode. Semi-priming? Semi-pride is what we're gonna call it now. We are still dealing with this adamantoise. Are they always adamantoises, or is that what happens when they get magic-y like this? I think this gives me iframes at least. I'm not entirely certain. I do quite like that beam. The cooldown is not that bad, and it does give me kind of an ult to use. Are you coming or what, dude? How do I lock onto you? Here we go. Okay, spit at me, fine. Not what I wanted. God damn my health. I don't like this guy. But I do like Clive grunting.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade.
I see you're all...
Martha!
I see you're all in one piece.
Look out, saw smoke coming from down east.
A second horde.
Feel like Philip.
Always.
Oh my god, that already was the second horde. Stop.
The moment my men are...
They gotta all have 3 steps, right? Fucking rule of 3s. More like rule of D's. Where are we going? Can I warp up here instead of taking the elevator? That'd be great. Thank you. Even better if I could ride my chocobo in town.
Just patch me up as quick as you can and get me back out there.
Well, it's 80 feet. Is it worth it? Probably not, but I already called it.
Come on.
It kicks me off. Okay. Not a good use of my time. Look at all these fucking Akashic goblins that spawned in.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the
Ow.
others won't be ready.
I was charging something. Fucking excuse you.
That hurt, Toggle. It's a my turn!
What am I trying to do? There we go. No, I can't reach. I did not realize that had such a shit turn radius. That absolutely sounded like he nutted in somebody fuck. I can't use that one in midair either? Goddamn. I'm missing my, like, Garuda Claw ever so slightly. Man, they have fucking chocobos too. Oh, I should prime. These are not very effective. Because they're weak. I'm just gonna fucking fry some chicken.
Something's coming.
Yeah, it's an Ahriman.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Did you leave? I didn't notice.
So wait, shall we?
And now is a good time for laser while they're all grouped up. With that. Thank you, Jill, or whoever. Words? I can't say words. Thank you, Jill, or whoever took that for me. That's what I was trying to say. How dare you dodge my attack? I was just about to like cheer Jill on, like, ooh, fucking get him. He died though. That big ice chunk, she didn't even touch him. Maybe just barely. I feel like that could be fun if I get that skill whenever I get Shiva.
But it won't be long.
Then we make for...
What did you find out there?
The same as
a whole lot
wherever they
of
came from,
mobs
they're gone
that
now.
are not that hard.
Hopefully we'll have enough
Despite
time
my
to
health
look
getting
how
low.
many of your damn
It was a hard-fought victory. It's not a matter of if the inn here affords a good...
What do you say, Martha?
Well,
Alright, if you let me sleep and heal, that'd be cool. Is that what's happening? I don't know, because I was skipping dialogue. Or maybe I heal when I level up, which is approaching. And that's just a fucking trophy.
My lord.
I was hoping it was armor.
Someone... Oscar? It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rosfield. I am
Murdoch.
Rodney Murdoch, are you... Oh, I burned him to death. Oopsies. I thought maybe he like died protecting Joshua, but I guess it was me.
I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. Well, go on then. Yes. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, I would learn that you...
But I am a shield, and spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
Yeah, but you're not really an outlaw.
That a man is not
I mean, you are, but
defined
like
by his title,
in a Robin
but
Hood way.
what he does in its name.
Yeah, exactly.
You have accomplished much since and I would sooner not that Sir Wade and the other. It's all right. There is only so much.
But a squat.
Would that really be? You were a squire once?
I would not.
Okay, 2 down. Goddamn. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I'm just trying to get into the place. Fuck me, I can't press the right buttons to navigate this map system. Ugh.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
ghosts. I saw it.
Ghosts could be interesting, but I don't have that much faith in them because this is side quest shit. Main quest, side quest. Hopefully, maybe the last one though. I don't know. Apparently, we still have a little bit to go towards the end, but this feels very penultimate.
The Lord.
We received it. There have been sightings.
With the blue eyes, they've taken some...
And what have you missed?
Oh, no.
Then we'll look for...
If it's just like Ultima's critters, then it's probably not anything we haven't already seen before. That's another thing. Like, all of the... I'm thinking about, like, the ghosts in Final Fantasy VII now. Like, specifically in the remake. It's not that there wasn't any reuse of enemies in 7, but a lot of it felt pretty freaking fresh. And this is, like, so much recycling of the same shit. Other than, again, the big kaiju boss battle stuff.
Tried requesting reinforcements. What more would
I would have you do your duty, and protect them I shall. In case you have forgotten, the people of but more than that, your sister, so you have a choice.
She speaks the truth here. So we have.
what we have left is our...
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. I'll have a word with him.
I wonder how stable that castle in the distance is without the fucking crystal to support it. Because it sure looks like it needs that support.
I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And
maybe not. Maybe they just kind of built it around the crystal and not like on it.
Effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
Oh, like you.
What we need to consider...
The way the survivors speak of them. And perhaps they did.
Don't think I don't see you being horny, Isabel. Even as I'm skipping through dialogue here. But I don't want to speak to the wounded.
You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family and more. And a pack of them glowing.
Leave that to...
My family.
Don't leave me, Paul. I'm sorry, darling.
That thing?
I truly am.
Did you see the
creature? They came out of nowhere.
Do you remember where...
On the road.
It's all right. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be.
Yeah, and it's going to be a bit of a trek to get there. How do I get out of this town?
I assume you have a plan? We need to find out.
Even though I can jump, I can't jump over these walls. That would be too much to ask of a guy who can turn into a giant flaming monster.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Is that her name, Ambrosia? I should remember that, considering how often I'm gassing her up. That's kind of cool seeing like the blue in the atmosphere, that there's just like that much magic around, apparently. And I guess I'm fucking getting into it now, but neat little environment design thing.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me. To me, boys.
Should I prime?
Alright, hold on. Let me like set up properly so I can laser you all. I need distance. I need a good cone. You guys are getting too close. Leave me alone. I was trying to get 2 for 1 there. Oh, where's the magic man? What just happened? Maybe it's not a magic man, maybe it's just a shield. I don't remember how that works.
Help me, boy. Come on. Come on.
No, I don't want to make it fun. Let me get the guys. In my range. didn't realize he was that close. Okay. Goodbye. Is that level? We're fucking edging that bar real hard. There we go.
Do you think there are more?
Undoubtedly.
There are
Precisely
always
2 more. Unless they're gonna let me off the hook with just 1.
You have the town.
Don't think it. There will be more.
A wish, isn't that right?
Yes.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men.
Hearing that the Dane would... it's not the most selfless of motives. Now me, and the people I love. Now...
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to, but it has solved one.
That's... Wow. Okay, that was actually quick. But that's totally fair. Like, one more thing off your plate can be a big deal sometimes. Especially when one of those things is fucking killer monsters. Dog, I don't know what you're growling about. We should be happy we're hopefully done with the side questing. Hopefully we can do like some cool shit now. I can probably at least turn in for a award. Not that that's like exciting, but it does make me happy.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
I think we're like getting on to the 3rd tier of this.
I wasn't expecting you
Not
back
that
so
there's
soon.
explicit tiers,
Come
but
to
like...
claim your just desserts.
maybe not. I don't know. Oh, this is not exciting at all, because I've now, like, reached a point where I have all the ability points I need for the moment. Because, like, there's a bunch of stuff I can master, but all that does is let me move them around between icons, which I don't really need at the moment. And that's just a song, and then this is... something that has nothing to do with priming,
Best of luck
apparently.
out there, Sid.
I don't know. Are there other... like, are there skills right now that I don't have that I want? Because I don't really like any of Garuda's stuff, and Odin's... not Odin's, Ramu's was, like... a little bit long. I don't love the long cast there. Pile drive is okay, but... I don't love it more than the skills I have, so I guess I'm just saving up for Shiva and Odin. I don't even know where they're going to put Leviathan on there. Assuming we get Leviathan in the 2nd DLC, I think. I think that one's about Leviathan. I suppose maybe not. We could just fight it.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends.
I was trying Otto, but they were throwing side quests at me.
How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Yeah, let's go see little Joshi. I haven't really had a chance since our whole kaiju fusion Pacific Rim bullshit in space.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet.
And Sylvester was the old... yeah, son of Sylvester. Blah, 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 blah. And Dion did get him. So is he dead too?
And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend.
And did, according to that recap entry.
Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive
Oh, were they saying though that? Let me read that again. Well, no, it says he died too, so that must have been a second attack. I don't know.
and to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua,
We just need to go get his boyfriend,
What do you
and he can
know
give him a
of
true love's
Ultima?
kiss, and then it'll all be fine.
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
Because you're fucking sucking up all the icons. You're becoming like a perfect
That is one of many
storm
answers
for them
that
to
have
possess.
eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special.
My point.
Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
You have a man inside you,
With every
brother?
setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost.
You better not die.
We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Aw, Bobby.
Clive, it's Gav.
I don't give a fuck about Gav.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities.
Isn't it always?
City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map.
Map.
This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly
This is such a video game thing, this idea that I can, like,
is where you should be bound.
make a day, you know, several days journey to a place and, like,
You don't think
save
I
it.
told him the exact same
Feels so
thing?
dumb.
Were Taya not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree.
Was she the one who's been with him? No, she's at the hideaway. What happened to his girl?
But thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separate.
Alright. Asked and answered.
Right.
Thanks.
We travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Yeah, we got like a full party again. Gosh. Let's see, so the hunting board has shit. I don't care about those. I don't care about those. Alright, there's a lot of side quests. We're not doing those right now. I've had my fill. Go right to wherever the fuck this is and get into it. Ravine. Okay. Torgal is taking care of him. Two very good boys. Oh, that looks very Final Fantasy 13 to me. It was like,
it's like
whatever that circular shit is in the distance.
Like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right.
Clive, shut up! He's just saying he's happy to be with you. Don't be like such a fucking bummer older brother.
She will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Let's get on Ambrosia.
Ready, go? Yeah! We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
And here they are.
You deserve a rest.
Make it look easy.
Oh, weird. This is like connected to other maps. I see more boys. They're doing some fucking like Star Wars lightsaber LARPing over here.
Farewell.
Down from there, hello. Apparently my orbs were too ponderous. And he pondered himself all the way into the stratosphere.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed.
That's the girl,
loyal,
Yote.
Deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
And I guess we'll finish that conversation next time on Dragon Ball Z. Can I stone in the air? Not the punch, actually, but I think the ground pound I can, maybe. Wrong way. I got turned around. Is that a bird we just killed, or is that a dead chocobo? To just increase the angst. Ooh, there's more blue goo up here.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
Yeah, that. The thing I said, but not
Then
stupid.
We'll just have to be careful.
Careful.
You just told me to be careful. I am. I didn't even fight all those gazelle. That thing would probably be, yep. I figured. Watch out for rattlesnakes. I think I just heard one.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Fucking watchman just let me run right by.
There is a residence just inside.
I don't know
the
why I was
city gates.
expecting to be stopped.
She awaits us within.
How do you know she's here exactly right now? You walked into her house. Calm down.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield.
Knight of the Undying. Oh, sure, because it's a thing named after the Phoenix. Okay. I thought maybe something
Keeper
like
of
that.
the Flame of the Phoenix.
I was like, are you fucking immortal? Is it because Joshy Boy's immortal?
It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Yeah, so they're like the Anbu Black Ops.
Rise.
Of the Hidden
Lady
Phoenix
Yote.
Village.
You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Yeah, that's Waloed. So were Waloed and the Empire both involved in Phoenix Gate going
Upon
down?
learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang,
I guess so,
I
in the
sensed
sense
malign
that
influence of Ultima, and bid Yote
what's
and
his
the
name is just
Undying look
Ultima's
into the
bitch.
matter.
We have reason to believe
Probably been
that the
scheming
Black
for
Galleon
years.
weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waluda knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Right, and all he wants is to suckle at Ultima's mommy titty.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Quite. Oh.
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is
More
the
gays.
meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic.
But he's not even your king.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
Might just be
And of
kissing
course,
ass,
with
though.
this compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
They killed the guards. What's gonna stop them from killing more?
Enough.
You know that he's fucking Odin, right? He's just gonna fucking Xanten, Kusen, or whatever, all of your asses.
That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn.
What
See that he is
girl
made welcome.
does Clive care about besides
Yes,
Jill?
Your Majesty.
Have there been other women in this game?
Mythos.
Evil stepmom is dead, right?
Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Clive's mother, because it was evil stepmom, right? She wasn't his mother. I think he was his dad. Like fucked a lady, maybe her. I don't know.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed?
Or
Based on
maybe
what we
they
know
just
of
mean Jill,
Barnabas'
because I guess
actions,
we're here now too, aren't we?
I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It
is old.
Us slash Ultima's fucking ultimate form, right?
Save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant. Even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role,
only Barnabas, I think.
It, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards.
What lake? I feel like I have big fucking mush brain tonight.
Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Oh.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
He'll be fine. I only almost killed him once. Now we're past that. I feel like if we're seeing a depiction of Ultima being a fucking god on there, that implies that he's been stopped, right?
Which is why I had to let
All we gotta do is figure out how they did it before. I do wonder, maybe that means the Fallen
welcome.
like weren't Ultima's bunch and they were the bunch that stopped him, but like at the cost of their entire civilization or something.
Take care.
We still don't really know too much about how the Fallen relate to him.
Cyril, how fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yote is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua
That's so dramatic.
Woodsfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings
Do
from
tell,
others
what'd
and
you learn?
sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates.
I wish I could remember the Assassin's
You
Creed
may now think of
Creed
them as
to like
ours.
spout it off right now, but it's been a while.
Will it?
I haven't touched one since I played the Valhalla
Phoenix is
DLC.
our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we
Everything
serve,
is true, nothing is forbidden.
and now you.
Something like that. He sure looks like a fucking Assassin's Creed assassin.
Pray accept this token.
Oh my god. Fucking more.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
That is so low energy.
It's a canva then.
We'll talk about this later.
What? You sound like you're lecturing him.
Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
If he's good at his job, then great, right? Like, I guess that's the vibe. You don't need to be a people person if you're, like, the book guy.
Good girl.
Also, like, there wasn't even anything wrong with him. He's just quiet. Oh, the critters.
Then let us be rid of them.
I will never learn how to dismount properly. Oh, you fuckers are just out of range. I hate this. Give me an upgrade to increase the range of that. Or the arc, the rotation. However we want to term that. It may not be worth trying to chocobo if I gotta keep fighting monsters every little bit. And right on schedule, here they are.
This might take a while.
I juggled them too hard. Get down. Goofy fucking goobers are just hugging the sky. No, he's out of range. So angry, Torgal. Chill, puppy.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
No, I mean, it's still there. I don't even see any leaning towers of pizza. Is that Waloed's flag? No, that's Canberra's flag. Why do I need to look that up? It doesn't have a horse on it.
The free men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Why would we have agreed to meet? I wasn't fucking here. I was presumably days away. Battle. Let's do it. Always a seaside trading hub that's like the free cities. I guess that's what commerce affords you.
Sounds like thunder.
late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come.
Found mid, I guess.
I think it is.
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Mididol. But everyone
She
calls
is
me Mid.
a little cute and charming.
My lady.
Hey?
Damn, keep it in your pants, Joshy. Unky.
My boy.
Has it been that long?
Uncle Byron.
Oh, well, for Josh, yeah, it has. Never mind. Have your moment.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see
Yeah, 2 for 2, like, dead nephews back from the dead.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
It makes sense that Ultima could easily control them.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the horde arrived. Some in the merchants'
Oh, good.
district
So the
to
rich
west
people
and
lived.
A few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into 2 parties.
Ooh.
I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river.
No, stay together.
Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
I guess I get the
Fit
NPCs.
to sail.
The ship, the mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Okay, well, that works too. I mean, I am a one-man army.
Shall we then?
Dust's off my shoulders.
And you keep Clive safe.
Oh yeah, I get Torgi. I always got Torgi.
Both of you.
I'm never alone.
Alright, Torgal. Let's find those survivors.
Progress on certain quests is limited? I would sure fucking think so. Like, mid-combat mission. Where am I going? I'm lost. Help. Torgal, can you sniff out a path?
They don't stand a chance against those things.
More orcs. They're going hard on orcs all of a sudden, I guess. These like the serious... Are they dead? They didn't stand a chance, you were correct. Aw, damn. You launched like right towards the enemy and still didn't get him. That didn't do much either. What the fuck? What the fuck? Fire breath, mages. Who allowed this? I guess if these are like over magicked guys, it makes sense that they're doing magic on me. Fuck me though. Piss off.
Nice try. Help me, boy.
Oh my god, Clive, just hit a man with a thing. We're fucking due for some potions now that we're in like an actual zone. Oh, I can carry more though, yeah. I got my carrying capacity upgraded and I haven't like done anything with it yet. Alright, I guess we're fighting these guys now while I'm still low health. Haha, what could go wrong? Oh, wrong skill. Sounded like fucking Lois from Family Guy screaming. It was like very shrill and nasal. Oh gosh, what a shame. The gate's closed behind you. Now you have nowhere to fucking go. Ah, there's more.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
Yeah, I think that might be the Royal Army. I think everybody got fucking goobered. Bamboozled and Smeckledorfed. I don't fucking quit giving me shit. Give me actual healing items. If I need animal parts, I will go hunt animals. Wow! I wasn't ready. Hold on, I need fucking Titan to do some blocking. I'm gonna heal. Just getting too fucked. And maybe a nice little point-blank laser. Wow, that does not do that much. Stop, give me potions, please. I just want healing without spending money. Because your fucking healing system is janking this. I feel like Mega Flare needs more charging too, like faster charging. I guess the dodging is what you're supposed to do to actually be good at it, because there were some achievements for that in combat, which I did between streams with like the minimal side questing I did, because a lot of it was fucking locked off behind quest progress for some reason, which was dumb. Anyway, I did some mega flaring for that, and since then I'm like, why would I use this? It takes way too long. It so feels de-incentivized to use, just because of the amount of time you have to put into it.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
This
Overkill, but okay. I try to block. Good stagger. This guy doesn't fucking stand a chance. He's almost down, get him. Oh, I would not have been able to block that in time, that was good.
This is the Agora, where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Oh, I don't think so, Clive, my boy. They'll got Xantanned by Odin.
Where are they?
Probably about several more large, elaborate doorways in.
These creatures. Does Ultima's reach extend this far? What the hell is going on here?
Yes, obviously. That's the whole point of what we're doing, isn't it? That his reach is fucking ravaging the city. I was quite clear about that.
What does he want? You're finished.
Jerk someone off. Oh, you're finished. They come.
You've caused quite the commotion.
Hi,
But
gay.
I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones
So they're fruity.
unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled.
But you don't even have an icon. Like, what do you think you're gonna do? Unless you have some fucking anti-icon tech.
Of House Harvard.
I don't care what mythological weapon you're named after.
Or not. As long as you don't hold back.
I guess he is teleporting, that's something, but not enough. Ouch! Rude. We're... Oh, cutscene, okay. I can't tell who said fuck, but that's funny.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired.
I won't, and it does.
It's just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir.
Okay, I mean, that's at least derived from an Akon, right? Akon.
Yes! Yes!
Ooh, that was big damage.
One is seldom enough. Would you not agree?
That's
Actually,
cool looking. How do I get in? Yeah, he feels like a dragoon. Where are you? You're still fucking jumping. Ooh. Wasn't ready for that. Wasn't ready for any of those. Alright, can I hit you now? Goddamn. Ouch. Ouch. Just fucking healed, you goober. I can't tell. I lost him.
enjoying yourself?
Wow. You hold still, fuck.
More, Yotos. Give me more.
I am stuck. Not well, not now, but I was. It is weird. This is not really a jumping game.
Come on.
All right, there. Wasn't even that hard. I'm just stingy with my healing.
The vessel is strong.
Oh shit.
My liege.
He doesn't even like you that much. He wants to suck on Ultima Titty.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
I was gonna say.
Well, you did what you could.
Which was nothing, but same for me.
I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
He looked like he was maybe going blue for a second.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Actually, yeah, why were they leaving? Wasn't Clive trying to go inside?
You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Ash? So Odin's like the Lord of Ash?
Get back.
What is this, Dark Souls? I don't remember. He showed up on the battlefield briefly before when they were fighting the Empire, right? But I don't know if Odin did much. If they want to say he's like the strongest one because he can literally just fucking like cut anything in half, I suppose that I can accept that logic. But right now he just kind of seems cocky. They need to like give me the reasoning.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness?
That's how people are. What do you expect?
Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Not all of us are fucking betas.
Try it.
Yeah, dude didn't even semi-prime, he's just holding the sword. Indeed, men. God, what does this music remind me of? some anime character being like
Is all the rest.
sort of this kind of character, just like a real hard ass. I'm the elite guy that you have to power up to eventually defeat. Maybe from Bleach. Maybe from Naruto, I'm not sure. Oh, don't die, Jill. Hi, sweet. How's it going?
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Yeah, happy Monday. How'd your day treat you? Pretty chill day for me.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Insane. Kind of happy it's over. Aw. Sorry that it was a lot, but glad that it is. I think Mom kind of had a similar day. I hope Jill didn't just fucking die. Yeah, I really didn't do a lot. Or, I mean, you know, I just worked on stuff without interruption, which is good.
The rest is up to him.
Very rare day in that sense, because it seems like I'm always getting bugged at least by certain people, but, you know, we had our little morning team chat, and then I just did my own thing.
If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right.
Yeah, I do pretty good in that regard, as far as not having dumpster fires to put out.
Blame yourself.
He was barely breathing. It's, you know, it's very like the first world problems of job stuff, because like it sounds like you deal with a lot. I know Mom deals with a lot, and then I'm just kind of like, oh, I can't believe someone would send me messages on Zoom. I'm so upset.
Nigh every sinew.
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble.
Did some more cleanup on
Tis no trouble carrying
some of Alex's emotes, getting them ready for animating. I'm gonna try to squeak out a few animated ones before Friday hits. I'm very excited for his
You've already
subathon.
done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the
Should be fun in general, and the idea of just kind of hanging
take the piss.
with everybody for a chunk of the weekend sounds like a good time too.
You risked your life.
He didn't mention doing like Lethal Company.
you hardly
He mentioned Jackbox. I'm hoping we can also get him to do some Lethal Company, because that would be fun.
Why'd you do it? You got mad or something?
And I feel like that's a real crowd pleaser, so I feel like that's a, you know, a good idea.
Wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
And then speaking of events, I still gotta fucking plan my
do that again.
my anniversary stream soon.
What of the royalists?
Not that it's not going to be as big of a production as the subathon, but I still need to be
Along
like,
with the galleon,
hey friends,
king on
put
board,
this
no
on your
doubt.
calendars and let me know when you're
Hey, I
available.
wouldn't say without
I need to see when Parky's available, because if he's working weekends, I want to try to see if I can catch him when he has some availability.
Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be
Yeah.
certain
She might still be fucked long term. Fortunately, I don't know, but I gotta absorb Shiva, so we haven't seen the last of her at least.
Jill will be with the king. I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck
Oh,
catching him.
I guess they did say they
Her
wanted
ship's going
to
nowhere.
use her to lure me, so
It's the
she's a
mithril
prisoner
engine.
then.
She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings,
Not more
you'd
fetch
be
quests,
sitting
please.
under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps.
Clive's looking good in this little fucking, like, goofy pirate shirt. Usually he's got so much leather on. Okay, looks like the blacksmith actually does have some shit, so I will give them a little peek.
Wait. Gav said that Otto might know something.
And Charon, I guess.
Clive. Coin purse weighing you down?
Runeblade, sure, why not? Yeah, 4,000's not much.
It's rubbing me blind, you know.
Rune belt, eh. Maybe if it upgrades, but I don't know if it does. Well, it looks like it's the next tier, at least, so I probably should buy it.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is that all?
Trouble with your gear, or so will it be?
Alright, let's see. The blade can upgrade. That sounds good.
I do say so myself.
But not past level 1. And yeah, good, these things can too.
No scratches, right? Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Oh, and then I go here to do another set of it. Okay. Yeah, give me Runeblade 2.
Yeah, that should do you.
And the belt 2.
You can thank me later.
And the crescents 2.
Not my best work, but it'll do. That it? Fine.
Cool. Yeah, I'll take any fucking minor advantages I can get. Because some of this shit drags on sometimes.
We've tons of plenty to guide you in your search.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to me?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills...
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else?
Yeah, gosh, it's almost like it's really silly for me to be zipping around the continent in moments. It's almost like that doesn't make any fucking sense ever.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
I gotta go get
We
him.
were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
So does she already have it? Couldn't even be bothered to sort through it because she was too busy, like, avoiding her grief.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
Oh boy, I love digging through trash. That's my favorite activity in Final Fantasy.
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary.
I'd better keep looking.
I know this is your hideaway.
But you shouldn't really be here. I go where I want.
Sit.
Where is pile of trash number 3?
Please. Please tell me Mid is all right.
Sorry, I can't be bothered. Just spare a moment. Hidden inside the doll, I guess, and that's why she doesn't know.
This doll in Sid's cellar. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Mididol. That's her full name? Why riddles?
Sid's best invention.
Oh, that's
so
annoying.
Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps I might know.
I pray they don't actually make me use my brain. I just want to fucking turn into a kaiju and fight stuff I don't want to think.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen...
Opus, unless you meet. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. What's that battered old bot?
I think Sid...
Those two and their bloody treasure hunts.
Alright. At least they didn't fucking have the audacity to have me immediately run right back to where I just was. Not that this is really better, but that would have just felt cheesy as fuck. Fuck off, kids. I need the music box.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We definitely didn't. Except... See?
What, is it conveniently doling out shit the moment I show up?
Nope. We just want to impress. Like this.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking vending machine.
See?
All right.
Is he gonna just fucking kick it?
Did you... Can you fix...
No.
And I don't know what we're supposedly finding here, but having it just fucking rolling around in the gears sounds like a real good way for things to get, like, broken. Shattered.
He more than fixed it. Yeah.
They started playing when I removed this.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important. Sid showed it to me once. And
A component for the engine, I guess.
Let's just hope it's...
Indeed. Let's see if we can...
I guess I'll just go blindly deliver this. Like a good little errand boy. And slower, why don't you, camera?
Just the two of... Actually, yes.
Dion.
Unless you've another word for... He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before
No, we're not the Prince's keepers.
Yay, why are you running off?
I'd rather he did so in bed, much like yours, I suspect.
Though I may...
Then
And if that fails?
boat waste here, the further the flagship sails.
The final piece, so dramatic. Wait, yeah, is the ship in motion? Oh no, the Einar Walud. Again, yeah, things are actively in motion. How the fuck would I ever catch up? I guess if this thing has a fucking rocket engine, which it does, but still, I don't buy this, like, I don't buy the timeline of these movements.
I were right, Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise!
Still feels weird to hear.
The world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
I guess they really liked the female Sid idea from 15 and kept going with that. Though I liked...
Only what the bards
I think she was actually called Cindy. I think I liked Cindy better.
From southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
They're here. What is that gonna do?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Portal just presumably running around like, oh, what can I do? Yeah, I was gonna say what you could do is fight with me.
With me.
Yeah, the light knocks the torch inside out. Meanwhile, the hallway is fucking lit up. I feel like someone didn't think that through, either in-game or in development. Why let them assemble? Why not fucking, like, torch them the moment they appeared? This should be a really good time for Mega Flare, although these guys probably aren't that strong. If I just dodge a bunch, maybe it'll go. There. Here, let's fire that off.
How are we doing, Mid?
Pearl, you're doing so good, buddy.
I thought you said that ship was fast! I haven't felt this alive in 20 summers! Come on there! Which of you lot fancies meeting Ogre Killer Nets?
There's more in the hallway. I see them. They're right there. Is my laser ready? Not yet. Yeesh.
To me, boy.
Ah, that's too early. Fuck that. Fuck it, I'm lasering him. Blocking is not working out. That's not doing great either, though. Love seeing how much damage that does. I feel like that does so much more damage than anything else. Fuck. Fuck. Totally got my goose. Stop.
Farewell.
Never did get any more high potions, so I'm still just riding low on that. But I'm hanging in there for now, I suppose.
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
Clive?
Ah.
But I thought he was...
Look at you not being dead.
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Well, yeah, okay, what is Sleipnir in mythology? I don't suppose it'll tell us here. Isn't Sleipnir like the many hooved horse? Like literally the one that's on the banner there? Oh, there's a bunch of him. Well, that kind of makes sense thematically. That he's like endless.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Sure don't.
Up for another round?
Question is, by like, I don't know, are they just infinite? Is this like, are the individual ones weaker because they're split a bunch? Presumably, at least for gameplay, but I don't know.
Mate, new plan. You leave, we follow.
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. It's not blood that runs through an Eddie's veins. His foes will not fall.
Oh yeah, the units here at least are fucking weak as hell. Whether or not that tracks canonically.
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's
Yeah, that sure sounds like they aren't much to sneeze at then. Other than just being like a thing that exists. Maybe I should get a Mega Flare going. God, is there any way to like speed it up?
Should we make for the ship?
Not yet. Wait for my signal.
Let's keep priming, I guess. Well, waste now, but I just want to get my health back up. go, boys. Keep going. So how are we getting on the ship exactly? Oh, I guess they're just timing it so that they can hit it while it's on the edge of the dock. Yeah, how are you gonna make that? Because you're not. I would have said do some fucking like wind shit with Garuda or some Phoenix flying shit as Josh, but I guess that counts. Partly, I suppose I'm happy that they did it that way because it is a little annoying. I'm thinking in like an old Zelda kind of way when it's like, oh no, a knee-high ledge. Whatever will I fucking do? But that's like a realistic use of the environment, so that feels nice. I know you are. Hang in there, Jill.
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Yeah, I feel like if they were gonna poison you, why'd take you captive, right? But I suppose in that situation, there's many different lines of thought that could lead to caution. Who knows? Maybe she's just like, I'd rather fucking die than like be a prisoner for him to use against Clive. I could see that too.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Well, what's the other option?
And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ah. You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Randalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back.
He still is maybe like my favorite character. I mean, you know, Clive and Joshy are both cute magic boys, but I don't know. The uncle is
Keep up, my boy.
just too entertaining.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Ah. The gay.
Great God of mercy. All this.
So how far did he fucking go? Where are you now? You're back in the Empire? You telling me to believe that he can barely walk, but he like made it like cross continent?
What have I done?
My lord.
Oh, now Medicine Girl gets her fucking moment to shine. Taking care of the prince. Are we gonna fight a sea monster?
There's a lot of sea between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehere.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours.
Yeah, that looks like it.
Aye, boys! Pull ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye!
Do you feel that?
Jill.
I feel like
Hands! Battle stations!
I don't know about this catching them plan, because all Odin has to do
Let's see what this girl can do.
is do a little slice and then the ship is in half and sinks. You know, like best case scenario. I don't know what the best case scenario is. I was gonna say board their boat, but even then, like, I feel like it'd be hard for him to fight us without also trashing his own ship. He could get us from range, though, easily.
Where one leads, so does the other follow.
But, well,
The bond of consciousness.
I don't know.
joins
He doesn't
them
want to
together
drown us. He
both
doesn't want
to
to
the
like
same
kill the
fate.
vessel, right?
Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
He looks very much like the judges from 12. I think 12 is the one with Van, right? How are we blocking that?
Great Grigor's gash!
Great Grigor's gash! I love that. Just screaming out, oh, God's vagina.
One of us.
Hard apart! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
That was a pretty impressive dodge for a fucking ship. And neither of them like takes any damage. They're both too strong.
It's now or never.
I'll find her.
Josh, you better put up a shield or something. I liked it when he was younger and his hair was like more red. Now it just looks the same as Clive's, but like with big feathers on the back. Bye, Mid. That's probably for the best. To just get our ship out of here. This is a big goddamn ship. I guess I didn't know how big a galleon was. Oh yeah, give me that Pirates of the Caribbean music. I fucking love that shit. Oh, you have a shield? I have a laser. Big men. Shit. That went poorly. Fucking Farquaad sounding ass. It's a lot of 400s, but it really doesn't seem like that much damage. Sure, I'll take a level up. That is what they call me, after all. Oh good, 2 sharp fangs, just what I needed. Not a high potion or anything.
Please, don't kill me. The proper fights at last, they're all going to die. First on the butcher's bill.
I need to hurry.
What's Torgal, come on. Oh, cannons. Or just Odin being a menace. What's blowing up? Oh, I didn't realize they were on our ship still. I got confused. Right, okay, so that's Joshua. As Odin's like blocking them.
Hold on. I'm coming. For both of you.
Damn, he's coming for both of them. I really wanted to dash in there, that's not what ended up happening. It's not the commands I input. I can't reach that guy. You need to stop healing people, you fuck.
Who will steer the ship?
No one, you're all gonna be dead. Oh, not a chungus gungus. Please just let me block things. Oh, I did not give consent to get fucked. I can't see, but I blocked him. He still hits me even though I blocked. Just because he's like fucking charging.
She must be here somewhere.
She's in the brig, Clive. You gotta check the brig, dingus. If I were a brig, where would I be? In the fucking bottom of the ship, so I don't know why I'm up here. Although I do see glowies. And I would like to get them on the chance that they're potions. I can't tell if Torgo's just being an angry boy or if he's telling me where she is. Torg. Oh, no, I did not want to prime. Damn it, that was a waste of a bar. Yeah, he's just following me. Surely we don't just go back down the way we came. Oh, well, there's two. Okay. Well, that is the glow, so let's say this is the one I haven't been to. Eye potion, fucking finally. Oopsies, I found the break room. Is that everything? Oh, Jill, I'm home.
You came.
Get back.
Aw.
Clive, how did you?
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Attaboy, Jill.
Stand still!
Phoenix, are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
Yeah, so he has the Sleipnir to ride on, which is also his little twink boy.
In earnest then.
Yeah, couldn't even stop it. Diverted it at best. Oh, damn. That is a consequence I had not thought about. But that's also really fucking cool to look at. Might need some ice, Jill. God. This is about to be an SSN situation. A situation, if you will. Oh wait, it's still... I don't know about the physics of that. How long should this stay open? Just the fucking residual magic pressure is keeping the waves at bay?
Can you go on?
You know, I could see that being a thing though. If with like an ultimate sword kind of thing, like not only can you fucking cut anything, but like the cut stays. Even if it means like defying physics.
But to where?
That'd make for a cool boss battle, though. At the bottom of, like, this fucking Moses ravine.
What did you do to Joshua?
I think he tuckered him out.
Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade.
He's just a fucking, like, one of those incels who's like, oh, you don't even know, you're not red-pilled enough, you haven't mewed and maxed. Like, you're no different, you're just a bitch to an alien.
Death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the mother crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march.
They might, you don't know.
Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine.
It is time you learned the true power of the dark side. Very Darth Vader coded.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
Where do you go? Fucking hold still. I can't see, there's too many lights. Just the one really, but it's very bright.
What we do, if only to remind you of your duty.
Defend yourself!
In a short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. It is a vessel.
When was our last meeting? When you, like, almost killed me 5 minutes ago? I don't know if I grew much since then. I think I grew 1 level.
was fire and fury. And for what? Stopping the blight? A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man. How dare you? I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion.
Ooh, that's not doing that much damage. What do you... I can't stop that? I don't think this is even what I'm supposed to be stopping at. He's like attacking while he's charging.
Raise your guard.
What do you want me to do? I can't do that. I can't do that much damage that fast.
You will assume the mantle you've been given. And thus is the light of hope.
I can't tell if this is like scripted or not. Damn. Don't fucking get cut in half, Clive.
You would yield so soon.
Never.
It sure seems like it.
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants?
You tell me.
The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
That explains nothing.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what
I guess he's saying we're
you.
tools of our creators.
The power we wield
Which
is
he's
his,
saying is Ultima.
And yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us. That its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
That's true.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end.
Yeah, and I'm that end, right?
We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To be a fucking host for Ultima.
As you would know.
Right?
You only look beyond the walls of your prison.
Or at least a weapon that he can direct, but they've been saying he's gonna like hop in my body.
Choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations. And shall see
I'm realizing, maybe I've had this thought before, maybe not. All of these Japanese games that have like a very high concept, like, the will of humanity and blah 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 blah.
To God.
That does feel very Japanese with like how constrained Japanese society can be and like all of the expectations and shit like that.
They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back.
Bum bum bum.
For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation.
Salivate over these nuts.
We hold dear.
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Leave Jill alone. She didn't do nothing.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably
Well,
not.
maybe just
but I can
freeze a
try.
path up.
Don't look back.
Clive vested. You got fucked. That's funny. That also didn't seem very productive on her part if the tunnel is immediately collapsing behind them. I mean, like, she's doing the best she can, I know, but, like, I feel like that wouldn't have saved them.
The others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice.
Oh, they're naked again.
Where it lay.
Yes.
We need only wait till dawn. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that.
Obviously.
The Clive I know...
I want to know what that red star is.
So you believe. But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from
I want to know also, with Clive being this special ordained thing by Ultima,
make me who I am.
like, just by chance, by like the culmination of a genetic line, or like,
Think of what you've used.
is Clive part alien or something? Like, I want to know what is up with that.
Saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good.
Want to touch his back? He's looking good.
I used it to kill.
Yeah, kill bad guys. Well, okay, and a few good guys at Phoenix Gate, but that wasn't on purpose.
All I'm good for.
Damn. Jill's still in the back touch.
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone.
Gosh, if only he wasn't alone, if only they united their bodies.
Thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
That's like a really hot pose.
Is beyond saving.
Just replace Jill with a man and I'm good to go.
You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you.
By giving me Shiva?
To give you what you need to protect us all.
Or like an orgasm. I'll take either.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Didn't wait very long for confirmation, but she was pretty clear at the same time.
This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me.
You gotta have some dramatic magical lighting for it to be like a Final Fantasy almost sex scene, right? Which very clearly sex coded now that she's like orgasming as she's like giving him Shiva power. And then I guess, like thematically and in the story, this like powers him up a bit more, so now he's more equipped to fight Odin.
Having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too.
I mean, he has all of them now, other than Leviathan, who's just fucking gone, MIA, and then Odin himself, so I don't know what else we could really do to get more powerful.
I promise you, Jill. We will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other.
Yes. Touch each other's bodies. Do more than kiss your hand.
Again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
That was like a really good tear animation. Like it was welling up and so subtle there for a moment before it actually happened.
I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
Okay, they're really cute. Yes. And we're getting a little bit of butt. Like almost Clive butt. That was a good scene. And now I get an achievement called Sha-la-la-la-la, you kissed the girl, right? good of them to check the nearest landmass. Man, I miss when they were naked. Remember that? Why can't that be a costume I can choose? I'd even take it if you'd put undies on them or had, like, convenient particle effects censoring the junk. Aw, big yawn, Torgal.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not.
I guess maybe the other thing to do, other than deal with him at some point, is like...
There is something we must do first.
Make a mad dash for that last crystal and blow it up. Since that would seem to be furthering our ends. Yeah.
Drake's spine.
Although, part of me also thinks that somehow that's like in Ultima's plan. That just feels like a thing that would happen. Even though it seems like it wouldn't benefit him.
On Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one.
No. Let's not go home. Let's go right to the crystal. I don't want to go do side quests again. No. Also, if I were Odin, I wouldn't have fucking sank my own ship. That was stupid. Like, it really may not matter that much, because, like, I don't... Ultimately, it's, like, Clive that matters, right? And this other shit is just, like, other shit. It's, like, the mortal realms things that Ultima doesn't care about. And so, by extension, I imagine neither does Barnabas, but... Still, did you really have to sink your own ship?
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar.
He didn't stay, though. He left.
We'll join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure
unless the Enterprise went to him.
Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so.
I got Shiva. Shiva's feet can be used to swiftly move left, right, forward, back, or to dodge attacks or close in on an enemy. That sounds like it's really similar to Phoenix Shift, but maybe... I would imagine maybe a little bit less distance for a little bit more maneuverability.
Assuming Talia will allow it.
If that's true, that could be worth, like, replacing Phoenix. I'll have to test it out. For now, I'm just gonna, like, swap that out for Bahamut. Okay, so we have a charge ice strike. This will draw enemies towards me. This duration, right, which is essentially distance. Then we have like an ice shot that does damage, and then we have just like a big AoE. What's the cooldown on that? 75 also isn't bad. What is Eagle Flare 60, 135, which I won't use, 90, which is a little bit longer, 110, and 120. Flames of Rebirth is actually useful, but like, yeah, I don't know. So I guess to start, we master that? Did I want to master that? Yeah, duration. Mastering the passives is good. Mastering the other ones doesn't matter as much. And so for this, I will just upgrade those two. And then we'll try Shiva out. I think even if I don't, like, stick with all of Shiva's abilities, like I said, I'm really not finding Mega Flare to be great. So I could even just see having Phoenix and Shiva for just double movement ability. Let's see. I'll visit the infirmary while I'm here. I guess I don't really mind if it accidentally like kicks me out to another mission, but I will probably go check the blacksmith at some point.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness.
I thought he was the Warden of Ash. Make up your mind.
It was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead...
I guess dark makes more sense, because then, like, Bahamut is light, Odin is dark.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken.
Brother, you got absolutely fucking domed.
I have never felt so powerless.
You absolute wanker.
So many are looking to us for strength. Perhaps the prince feels the same.
Oh, let his boyfriend be tending to him. Let them also have a nude tender scene.
What is this place?
Ooh, it's just medicine girl.
Don't move.
Go get the boyfriend. Ooh, it's just water. I wanted the boyfriend to get him wet, not
Here,
a glass of water. Well, I don't know. It's not glass, is it? What would you call that? A cup. A cup, I guess, is what you would call that.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows.
Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima?
Yes, you got gaslit, dingus.
No, not you. This is my doing.
Hmm.
My fault. My
I
sin
mean,
to bear.
you got an anger problem.
And
should have spent more time being gay and kissing instead of destroying the city.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them.
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there.
You're alright, medicine girl.
You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Fitting image of health.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
I doubt it.
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
I guess. I'm trying to decipher what all that means. I mean, we both stopped him, so you could thank me too.
You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are ya?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
We just need to pull up to a beach and jump off.
Place
Good.
they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
We're trying to save the world and not get fucking turned into zombies, though. I want to save little Joshy too, but we gotta not all die.
I still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash.
We don't
and
need
the
to move an
information we
army,
do
just
have
the
is
two of
spotty
us.
and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
What does that mean?
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm.
I like that you can still see
Note
Odin's
that
tits.
This was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike.
Yes, because Ultima.
All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next.
Yeah, that does seem like there's nowhere to land then.
But ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore.
I mean, I was there. I don't know that I'd say I have an intimate knowledge. I got intimate with Jill, but that's a different matter.
You had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
And for a speech, I guess. Still think it's silly that we came all the way back here, but I guess they needed to recuperate or whatever. I am interested to see if Joshua and the Lore Keeper have anything of value to say. Kind of think not, because I have talked to each of them about Ultima separately. But maybe they could have divined something between the two of them.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
Am I supposed to be giving you something?
So
I don't know what that quest is. Ooh, Ice Brand. Wow. A whole 5 increased.
Should last you a good while.
Yeah, that's it though. I can't upgrade these fucking purple weapons. These icon weapons. I'm just riddled with quests now. I'm hoping that I can like go for another little bit and then have like quests available. I guess I can go to the map now, but like some of them seem to be locked for some reason.
No reason to assume otherwise.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to
Yeah, I
hear
think
of
even the one we
circle of
found had like the
Malleus?
bottom cut off.
I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
I mean, we need to bring him anyway. I know that the nurse is like, oh, he's breaking, but if Odin's really strong, we need to 3-on-1 him. Gav. Hey! I'm standing over here.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain.
Yeah, so me, Jill, Joshi, and the dog.
And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Obviously.
Don't worry.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I was like, yes, obviously, but
You'll
Jill
be
on the
meeting
ship.
Passage home, after all.
You should come with us though. We could use the muscle.
But very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
I get needing your escape route, but it feels overkill for an icon, especially when, again, like we need people for fucking
of course
dealing with King Uber. I don't want to do side quests, but now is like probably the time to do it. I don't know. I don't think it's really that important that I like do them before I continue, so I'm probably just gonna continue. But I don't know, I'm waffling now, because like I am a little bit tired. It wouldn't be the worst idea to like get wrapped up, go to bed. But I don't know that I want to dip out now. I would love to know, maybe I can find this in my journal somewhere. Why is that one quest locked? Is it just because I don't have them? I don't know. Also, in the interest of like getting through the Final Fantasy games like I'm trying to do, it would behoove me to like continue. Is there any easy indication of what this is gonna look like for me if I continue on right now in terms of time investment and things? I have a feeling that this is gonna like, you know, become an infiltration mission, and then I have like a boss battle, and then that is gonna cascade into endgame stuff. I expect them to lock me out of doing quests. That's the thing. And if I could just know that I'm not going to get locked out of quests, then I would feel more comfortable continuing. Fuck it. I need to just put in the time. Let's do it.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
See, if they were cool, they'd let me teleport back, like, if I'm not mid-mission or something. I don't know if they will be. I guess we find out. It's like, you know, because they're letting me run around a crazy amount anyways, but it feels like a little bit too much of a suspension of disbelief to just hypothetically have, like, mid carrying me back and forth, which is what that would mean.
I'll scout ahead.
Unless they just, like, don't care, and they're like, nah, don't think about it. Although, the fact that we're just here, we've made landfall all of a sudden. You know, they're just being somewhat fast and loose.
There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't...
Yes.
Well...
I did.
I don't know. She still has it, right?
She understood.
Or no? I guess I'm not clear, because I don't know if the Prince... If Prince Dingus still has it. That feels like an overreaction, Josh.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose?
I didn't.
You knew damn well she'd never...
She offered, I didn't ask.
But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I guess that means I still need to absorb Phoenix, too. I was kind of feeling like we had it by virtue of
my gift. Because
like having it
thought it was
for the
right
game,
thing to do.
but that's meant to more be just like his fraction of its power or whatever. We don't have the whole thing, so I guess we still have one more to absorb before
you truly
Odin.
believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it.
Also, I know he's being like, "Oh, I don't save the world by myself," but it's not like I fucked her over.
You're not
like now it's not straining her body.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
I don't know if I do either. That Joshua didn't miss him getting... I feel like I'm overthinking it. Joshua had figured out that I got Shiva's power. That's what that means. Oh, when they said the Warden of Ash, they meant the place, not like the element. And it looks like I can warp back, so that's augurs and bodes well for now. As long as I don't get like fully sucked into the next combat mission.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
At a glance, it seems like Shiva maybe moves a similar amount of distance as Phoenix. And then I also have that little thing.
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
No, I think she moves a little bit less. Funny seeing Clive with like the fucking her little white diddly things from like her dress. Or sleeves or fabric, whatever the fuck it is. And I still don't have enough eye potions.
I knew I smelled something.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to charge that. Oh god, boys. Oh, that like knocked him down though. That was good. I thought I saw a little health bubble over there. I like that skill drawing stuff in. That's pretty handy. And her skills seem to recharge pretty fucking fast. Maybe a little bit on the weaker side as a result, but it still helps me get like stuns and stuff in.
It's over.
Do not the magic. What are we looking at for a map? There's something in here. Probably not anything relevant to the mission at hand. So perhaps I will not go down there. I'm sure it's just like a monster hunt thing. In which case it's not... Well, I don't remember. Do you have to activate them or not? I feel like they're just kind of there on the map if you have progressed far enough for the hunt to be available. In any case, there seems to be little value in exploring the world thus far, at least. So, unless I'm tracking down a specific thing, probably best to just keep on the path.
Aye.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
Why not? There's only one dominant power here, and it's sucking Ultima's tits.
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests.
This feels very Mordor. Just like watching an army from a cliff.
And there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slavering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me.
Why?
This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate.
Oh, he's gonna do research.
It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right.
And I guess you can
stay out of trouble.
Shift into Phoenix to catch up.
Mostly.
Although, with the way they talk about the strain and stuff, that sure seems like quite a burden for just like speed.
Sure about this.
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course. Mostly.
Yeah, so much for shield duty. At least, I don't know, leave Gav with him or something. I mean, I get it. Gav's supposed to be helping us find the path.
Lady Vivian's map is so old, it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Eastla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
That is quite a ways off. Might be actually worth getting Chocobo Ambrosia, who is just magically on this continent with me all of a sudden.
This place reeks like a mobile's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
Yeah, but it's... I don't really need to fight the crabs. Fuck the crabs. And the pyrolisks, and the turtles. It's plenty open, I just don't need to fight these things. That looks... yeah. That is... like a big adamantoise, and I'm sure that's a boss later. I bet that's on the hunt board. Part of a late side quest.
No mistakes.
I wonder what Clutch Mine is. I can't fathom what that could be. You know, Clutch alludes to a grippy nature, but like, what is a mine? As far as like a plant or something that I could just find. Where am I going now? I need to be on that bridge. Whoa! Goodbye, blob guy from Monsters vs. Aliens.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal.
Yeah, that's quite big.
That must be Eastla.
Oh, double potions. Wow, I'm spoiled. I don't know how many high potions we have now. 4 or 5. It kind of feels like the beginning of a Resident Evil game. Just like an abandoned, spooky village. Still a little bit too light out for that, even with the overcast sky. There's not quite enough ambience.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap.
No corner.
Yeah, look at that. Pulling everybody into me, so nice. With that.
Here they come!
Talk about come more, why don't you? Where are these fucking mages? I need to focus on them.
It's over.
I don't want to die here, Clive.
Then don't.
Man, I'm getting my fucking hiney handed to me. I need to prime. I need to prime like now and get some healing. And probably use a potion. Ooh, that's a big boy. If I could trust my blocking ability, I could handle that easily with Titan. Any fuck, he really can't guard against those. I might just die so I can get like refills on my shit. Or at least, you know, not try that hard to live via potions. I don't know how he double dodged there. I will use a regular potion. I will try to stay alive. Oops, I meant to do turbo heal. Well, now I'm healthy. Getting a little better with my blocks. He said probably jinxing it.
It's over.
Gav. Gav!
Don't tell me there's more of the bastards.
Oh, fuck.
Well, you tracked this down quick, I guess. Ultima can probably sense all the shit, so
Have you come to
that makes sense.
Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
Yeah, you gotta get me strong enough to take you down.
To stop us!
Why, with this!
The red star, question mark? A meteor? No. This is a really big sword. Many really big spears. Okay. Gungear, right? What is this accomplishing, though? Are you just making a poison jar?
What did
You're just gonna seal us in and make us fight a bunch of big shit?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
He's just faking this out.
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened?
I don't know either, bud. Yeah, could have guessed that.
Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use.
Now, it would be really funny. Yeah, if I could teleport out of here, I still can. Alright, I am looking for shit nearby. And it's probably this way. Torgi. Doesn't Torgal have a sniff things out button? I completely forgot how to use it, though. It would sure be helpful. Could I perhaps find that on a controls page somewhere? Animal instinct, hold left 3. No, because we're in a cutscene. I assure you we're not, in fact, in a cutscene right now. But okay.
I thought we got them all.
So did I.
What, save points? Hallelujah, 2 high potions. Look at me, I'm actually fucking topped off. I I am going to take the opportunity to save just in case. I'm still planning on going for a few minutes, but like if I don't know, if I seem to be stuck, I could always revert to here.
Please. Please. Please, no.
Miss. Whoa. Easy. Easy. We're not turned, all right?
Who? My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arche. One by one, people went mad.
What that Arche is? I don't. Glasheim Wall. That's probably a mythology thing if it's got a name. Blah 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 blah. It doesn't really tell me anything new. Just
Minds taken
big wall.
by the ether, till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came, and I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arche is...
just a story. Something
They
my
do a good job of
grandparents told us when
answering or at least inquiring into the same questions I have.
about how the heavens would grow dark.
Probably
before
makes
the
me
land
a basic
took
bitch.
her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The will of a mother? I don't know.
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold.
I don't remember. Does bearer refer to just any person who can use magic?
Time's running out.
I think so. Yeah, it would have to, because dominant is the term for the Aegon people.
This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
I knew it.
I also have been thinking about this when they're like, every spell drains your life force, and then they're just like making lights sometimes. I would imagine comparatively very small, but still. Look at that, it's packed.
The mural is complete.
That looks like all the other icons.
Ultima and this vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix?
I wonder why. Why is Leviathan lost? Was that just like a we ran out of time thing and then they wrote it into the story? Yeah, no, Phoenix just like feeds Ifrit, right?
By the founder.
Uh-oh. That's another good reason not to leave him all on his own. No, I can feel his heart slowing down.
So that's what you want.
Oh.
Isn't it?
Or just returning to normal. My controller was thumping. I thought he was dying.
So that's how it's gonna be then?
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
Better they don't get sliced in half by Odin anyway.
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
Okay, let's continue on. That way. I realize it's right through a wall, so I probably have to go around. Yeah. I think I'm like right near the end of this quest, so like I'll finish this quest and then we'll call it a night. And I'm gonna save again, just in case they really fuck me, but I'm thinking that I should still be able to go do side quests after this, which is very good. Because they haven't given me like a point of no return, but they've also locked me out of quests before, depending on like what's going on with the story. And now all of a sudden that I'm all full up, they're giving me a surplus of potions. How dare. Oh yeah, you might want to have Gav come close that behind you. I don't know if that's the best idea. Just to let every wandering critter in to get them. Why was that like the sexy call? I will not fight Tarantula. I got places to be.
light.
Oh, that's a dead end. You can tell I'm just like at a point in the game. I'm just like, I don't need to fight the mobs.
Easy.
Since I've been doing side quests between streams, I'm probably slightly overleveled anyway. Although most of the time I feel about where I need to be. That said, I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to actually do much between now and next time I stream this on Wednesday. Hopefully to finish the main story. Just because I'm going to be trying to work on Aloe's emotes. Trying to squeak in some more before we hit subby wubby time on Friday.
This is it, boy.
And there we go, the map is still available to me. So, if I just neom all the way back here. That one is still closed, unfortunately. Mildly annoying, but oh well. This is very funny. I don't know why they bothered locking me out of shit before, if I can just come back here now. This is a real good time to end it, though. So we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna go raid Cass. They're playing Persona 3 Reload. I really would like to touch that. I don't know if I will or not. Personas are big, and ideally I would like to play them with Kiki, but that's probably not in the cards. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be doing more of this on Wednesday. And that's it for tonight. Goodbye.